Good morning everyone, this is Parveen. Today we are on the last session of class 8 civics chapter number 6 judiciary. Till now we have seen Indian judicial structure in detail. We have seen that in Indian judiciary system we have lower courts to upper courts. Lower court means subordinate courts where we have lower courts, session courts and district court, and lower courts are for each district in different states. Then we have seen beyond that, upper that we have high court, and for each state we have one high court. Then we have a highest court of authority or highest court of justice, that is Supreme Court, which is one for a whole country, that is in New Delhi. Then we have also seen the qualification of judges of Supreme Court, High Court and subordinate court. We have also discussed the functions of judicial system in India. In India, judiciary provides us to solve a conflict between citizens, conflict between two different states government, conflict between central and state government. Then we have seen that when judiciary gives their jurisdiction, there are certain laws which they need to follow, that is Indian Penal Code. And according to that, there are two branches of legal system in India, that is criminal law and civil law. We have seen that many crimes are there which involves in criminal law. Those are the criminal cases, and property laws, marriage law, divorce law, all these law relating to the civil matters comes under civil law or civil cases. Now, and we have also seen that there are lok adalats of free legal aid for the people who have an urgency of justice, or you can say who have no money, poor people, weaker section people. For them, free legal aid has been provided by the government. Now, in this session, we are going to see that when we talk about the accessibility of people to the court, we are having certain limitations of our judiciary system, that the accessibility of court is not very much high in India because of different reasons. Like over here you can say that it is difficult for the people, especially for the poor people, to access to the court because legal procedures first of all are very lengthy. There are many paperworks, and you can also say that it takes a lot of time and lot of money. And when we talk about the poor people, they can't give a lot of time and lot of money. They can't spend a lot of money on the cases. That is where free legal aid has been provided to them. Then too, there are, you can say there is one phrase which says that justice delay means justice denied. That is the case in India. So many cases are there in India which is there for the years and years, and the cases have not been solved or not has been heard. Okay, so the decisions have not been taken for those cases, you can see. So over here we can say that this is the limitation of our judiciary system, that it takes long time, lots of money and lots of documentation, like proofs need to be given in paper or proofs need to be given in written to prove that the person is guilty or not. So these are the procedures which are very lengthy, which is very complex, because of which we can people cannot access to the court, or if people have an access to the court, then too people are not getting a judgment or a decision or a justice on a proper time. Because of this problem, in 1980, to solve this problem, government has introduced, or judiciary system has introduced PIL, which is called as public interest litigation. According to this particular program, you can say, or according to this particular law which has been introduced in our country, public interest litigation can be filed by anyone, any individual in a whole country regarding any matter which violates the fundamental rights of any individual. It is not compulsory that that individual needs to file a case. Any individual in a country, any citizen of a country can file a case against the violation of fundamental rights of anyone or any group or any section or any community. That is called as public interest litigation, which the case can be filed by any person or any individual regarding the violation of fundamental rights of any other individual or any other community or group. And that petition or that public interest litigation or PIL can be filed only in the High Court and Supreme Court. Subordinate court does not have a power to give justice on the matters of PIL. So public interest litigation can be filed a PIL, or any individual can file a PIL in High Court and Supreme Court on behalf of those whose rights have been violated. Maybe it is an individual individual, maybe it is a group, or maybe it is a community. Like you can say many examples we can give. Now just last year we have teen talaq matter. Shariat law has been questioned by an individual because it believes that women does not have a right to give divorce to the husband in Shariat law, in Islamic law. So over here teen talaq has been questioned, and the justice has been taken with that that teen talaq was not there now legally in Islamic law also, or legally also. So like this, any PIL can be filed. One more example we can give in PIL. You can say that we are the midday meal which is received in each and every school, private and government school. It was a result of a PIL in 2001 because of the drought in Rajasthan and Orissa, where the people are facing food problem. So on that time PIL has been filed for the government, to the government, because on that time government warehouses have plenty of food grains. So that is why this PIL has been filed against the government, so that government can provide the midday meal to the students, midday meal to the pre-primary and primary sections of the students who are studying in the government schools, who are studying in the private schools also nowadays. So it is a result of the PIL. In a similar manner, you can say that the legal procedure which we are following in a PIL is very simple. Even a letter can send. It is not compulsory that a person needs to go personally to the court. The letter or a telegram can also be sent to a court, which can be treated as a PIL. So over here, if in the interest of the public, or to secure the violation of the individual rights or fundamental rights, PIL has been there, so that people will get a quick justice on these matters, or regarding these matters which requires an urgency of justice, which requires an emergency justice over here. So over here, I hope you have understood the whole chapter of judiciary which I have taught you. If you are having any doubt, I can clear your doubt in the Zoom class session. And altogether we can say that judiciary system in India is served as a check on the power of executive and legislature, and also secures the fundamental rights given to the citizens. So I hope you have understood the chapter. Whatever doubts we are having, we can clear it in the Zoom class. Till then, thank you and goodbye.